Why didn't you tell me? If I've known, I would have... Huh? Who do you think you are? I have nothing to do with an old man who is about to turn 60, who can even make a decent decision. What a shame. I have only had feelings for you ever since we got married, but now I don't have any feelings for you. My name is Nancy. My husband Max and I work together to raise 2 children, and recently our youngest child has reached his adulthood. Raising children for over 20 years was not a smooth ride, but I feel that having my children in my life has helped me to stand my ground. I'm very grateful to my children to their support. Max has supported our children too, and for that, I thought he was a dependable husband. Until one event occurred. On that day, I left work early and went home. When I opened the front door, I could hear Max and my son Aaron talking. I could also hear them laughing. Hey, you know that? I turned 20 last year, so I think that we can start that what we have been planning. Yeah, actually, I was also thinking the same thing. Oh, we are a father and a son after all, so when are you going to tell that person? You're right. Maybe I'll bring up the topic this weekend or so. I'm serious, super excited about it. I wonder what that person would look like. I think that person is going to cry and beg me not to break up. Oh, how tragic. When is Abby going to be my new mother? She's always ready to be one. Now, all that's left is for me to divorce that person. They are chatting and laughing happily. They had no idea that that person who they were talking about had come home and was listening to their conversation. I was blindsided. This was what a bolt out of the blue must be like. I thought that we were living happily as a family of 4. But both Max and Aaron calls me that person, and they're even thinking of a divorce. Plus, remarriage? Are they talking about his mistress? They seem to enjoy talking about such topic. What have I been looking at all this time? But unfortunately, I don't have the potential like a young person would to recover from the shock. I guess you could call it age. Although I was in a state of shock, my buddy had already turned on my phone to record their conversation. I guess that's enough recording. I quietly left the house. Well, what should I do now? I thought to myself as I look outside at a nearby cafe. Right in front of me, I see the mother with her kindergarten-aged child, a mother pulling the stroller. My heart clenches as these people pass by. Who did Aaron think I was? If it was just Max, this would have been enough, but even my own son joined him in pushing for divorce? Did I do something to make Aaron hate me? And he was talking about Abby, who I guess was Max's mistress, in a friendly way. I'm sure they have all met many times already. My own son wants me gone. What about my daughter then? My anxiety surged through me all at once. If my own daughter hates me, I'll never recover. My anxiety made me grab my phone and I called her at once. The phone rings and it rings the second time. Hey, what's up? How are you doing, Melanie? What? What's wrong? I was just wondering if you were doing well or not. No. There is something wrong. What? What is it? Your voice is a little weird, Mom. I mean, where are you? I'm at the usual cafe near our house. Okay, I'll head over there now, so just wait. Melanie is the same as always. She's the oldest and has been very independent since she was little. She has never asked me or Max for money when she was in college, and since she started working, she has become more independent and lives from her own earnings. Melanie is such an independent person who is willing to come running for me, but I'm not sure how much I can tell her the truth. Lenny, who lives 15 minutes from here, came to the cafe right away. Mom, I'm sorry. What happened? I couldn't get the words out, still unable to decide whether to tell her or not. Could it be about Dad? Melanie looks at me seriously. I thought so. Hey, Melanie, I wonder if there's anything you want me to fix, or anything you don't like about me as your mother. Huh? Well, Aaron turned 20 and started adulthood, right? And for me, I'm finally able to focus on myself more, so I thought I'd take a good look at myself, you know. Melanie stares at me. Mom? Yes? None. There's none. I have nothing but gratitude for my mother. You and Dad worked the same amount, but it was mainly you, Mom, who did things for me and Aaron. Really? Your father worked hard too. What did he do? Work? Well, there's only normal, right? It's only nature to work hard at their work. She's right. If I think about it, Max has never participated in family events except for working. Melanie had pointed out to me that Max was not really cooperated in raising our children. What's going on with you and Dad? Tell me everything. I'm not a child either, and maybe I can help you. Melanie urged me to tell her about Max and Aaron. What? I'm in shock. Yeah, I'm in shock too. Well, what are you going to do about it? I guess I'll just have to get a divorce. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, let me hear the recording. I was reluctant, but under pressure from Melanie, I let her hear it. I can't forgive them for this. Mom, we need to gather evidence because the recording alone is not enough. I'll also ask my friend for help, so for the time being, stay my place today, okay? The next day, Melanie had a day off at work, so she went out from the morning. I went to work as usual, but Melanie contacted me. Mom, let's meet up after work today and go to the detective agency. Alright, thank you. By the way, don't worry, I found a lawyer. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. Melanie had efficiently managed to arrange things for me to get divorced smoothly. In the evening, after finishing my duties, I headed to the detective agency where I was meeting Melanie. I see. This would give me 3 days to get the evidence of the affair. So that's how it is. Yeah, for what I can hear on this recording, your husband doesn't seem to have any sense of how critical this is. But man, are you prepared for any outcome from this? Yes, since divorce is the only option anyway, I was hoping to make this divorce as favorable as possible. I understand. I will do my job thoroughly. And he said that he will compile the data and report back in 4 days. To my surprise, I was asked to come back in 2 days. Man, 1 day of spying was enough to get all the evidence, he said as he smiled bitterly. I see. Thank you. I saw the evidence data that the detective gathered. Max certainly doesn't seem to be hiding his affair. He's walking around town, proudly holding hands with his mistress. Some of the photos were so sickening, and there were ridiculous evidences which I never imagined to be possible. But the pictures are telling the whole story. I took this evidence with me to the lawyer's office, where I had made an appointment. The female lawyer assigned to my case told me that she too was divorced and that her husband had betrayed her in the past in the same way that Max had betrayed me. But even she laughed at the shocking truth and said that it was as bad as this. She told me that the sanction was not only alimony and showed me various methods. It was a chaotic week from here. During this week, I won a large sum of money for alimony and was able to get a divorce. First, Melanie and I took the evidence to my in-laws and told them the truth. I would be lying if I said I didn't feel sad, because my in-laws have been very good to me, but they had to look at all the evidence. My father-in-law, Albert, was extremely furious, and my mother-in-law, Sarah, was absolutely mortified. Well, of course that would be like that.
Nancy, I had no idea our stupid son would do something like this at his age. I'm very sorry.
I can't believe that he is my own son. How disgusting. Thank you for your time today. With these results, I have decided to divorce him. That's why I'm here, so that I can let you know of our situation.
I agree. It's no wonder that you divorce him.
Grandpa, it's not just that. Aaron is horrible too. Melanie had played the recording of Max and Aaron to my in-laws. They were both very stunned.
As I recall, Aaron wants to go to the graduate school. I'm not going to help a man who disrespects other people's feelings.
Sarah nodded hugely at what Albert was saying. Nancy, if you divorce him, come visit us from time to time. You're our daughter now. Don't worry, I won't let Max enter this house at all. Thank you so much. I also want to thank you and Albert. You're my real... I was speechless and burst into tears. My in-laws were really kind to me from the beginning of our marriage. I also loved them very much. So the saddest part of divorcing Max was that I wouldn't be able to see them anymore. With these thoughts in my mind, I was happy that my in-laws would even disown their own son and would accept me instead. Then I confronted Max and Aaron the next day. I went home with Melanie and my lawyer. Max didn't contact me even when I was gone for 4 days. That already says it all about how he feels about everything. The sanctions became stronger in my mind.
Welcome here. Who is that? Is Melanie's friend with you?
I'm her lawyer. Nice to meet you. My name is Natalie.
Huh? Lawyer?
I'm here for the divorce proceedings today.
Huh?
You want a divorce, right? Let's get a divorce. But I will take what I get for it. Aaron, who is so full of himself, was smiling at this situation.
Dad, this is just perfect.
Like that, you can get a quick divorce now. It's alimony, isn't it? You can pay it, can you, Dad? Max grinned, as if Aaron's comment had pushed him to be stronger.
Yes, I suppose so. It certainly saves me the trouble of explaining things to her.
Yes, you're right. It's too bad that Abby isn't here for it, though.
Huh? How do you know about Abby?
Of course I know. I even went to the detective agency. It seems like you guys saw each other every day. Well, that makes sense if she is one of your business partner. You've been together this whole time, both in business and in your personal life.
Oh, I see. So you know about Abby, huh? Well, since you know everything, then it's so simple. I don't want a mother like you. You're just a plain old dear-eyed old woman. I want a young, beautiful mother like Abby.
You got to be kidding me. Who do you think helped you become who you are?
Huh? It's Dad. Duh.
You're an idiot. Mom was the one who did work at the same level as the person and even ran the household.
Hey, Melanie, how can you call your own father that person?
Huh? I don't even consider you as my parent. Besides, Aaron called Mom that person too. Why is it okay for Aaron but not for me? I've always hated how you always contradicted about everything. Besides, how can I think that you're a decent parent who is actually serious about a woman 20 years younger than you? If you were single, I wouldn't care about the age difference, but you have a family. That's serious, creepy, and gross. Since what Melanie was saying was correct, Max couldn't say anything back to her. Dad, that's enough. Let's get him out of here quickly and invite Abby to our house. You're right. Bring me the divorce papers now. Please sign this. I took out the divorce papers I had prepared for my bag. Max didn't expect to write the divorce papers right then and there, and was momentarily dismayed. But Aaron urged him to complete the divorce papers. We will claim $140,000 from you, sir, for alimony and the division of property. That much? The jointly owned property is $50,000 and the alimony is $40,000. This is calculated based on your annual income, so it is a reasonable amount. Dad, just go ahead and pay it. Abby will take care of it. You are right, okay? Afterwards, Max has transferred exactly $140,000, and so I submitted the divorce papers to the government office. After all, I didn't use this evidence data from the detective agency. Well, it's good that we got a divorce on our own terms. Hey, Mom, can you give me the data? Okay, but what are you up to? Don't worry, I won't use it for something bad. I decided to let Melanie, who was up to something, use the data. Then, a week later, I received incoming calls from Max, who was very furious. After work, I answered his phone call. He sounded very agitated. Hey, what is the meaning of this? What are you talking about? You knew about everything, don't you? About what? About Abby! Oh, yes, but about which one? Is it about how you and your own son Aaron are going out with Abby, or the fact that Abby, being the company CEO's daughter, is all a lie? He was silent over the phone. It's very weird and disgusting that a father and his son is dating the same person. Shut up! I also got fired from my father's company. Well, of course, it's all your fault. And I can't get in touch with Abby now. I couldn't care less. Abby also got fired, you know. Well, of course. She's dating a married man while at work. Plus, she even embezzled company's money. Why didn't you tell me? If I've known, I would have... Huh? Who do you think you are? I have nothing to do with an old man who is about to turn 60, who can't even make a decent decision. What a shame. I've only had feelings for you ever since we got married, but now I don't have any feelings for you. After telling him off, I blocked my ex-husband's contact information. Moreover, Aaron was also persistent and calling me a lot that day. Hi, Mom. Grandpa won't help me with my tuition fees. You deserve it. Ask your father for help. Well, you see, Dad gave all the money he had to Abby. After that, I can't seem to get in touch with Abby. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Well, yes, she is upset with money, and she even embezzled money from the company. She only sees your father as a money tree too. You probably gave all the money you had from your part-time job to her too, right? I knew it. You're a real jerk, you know that. Laughing at your own kid when he's in trouble. Yes, you're right. I'm a real jerk. And I take half of the blame from you growing up like this. So at least I did you a favor and divorced your father.
Then pay for it. Pay for my tuition. If you're a parent, that's your duty to do so.
Yes, it is my duty, but I'm your mother, who is a jerk. So I'm not going to give you any money. After I finished saying that, I hung up the phone. But I couldn't block Aaron's contact information. I was hoping that one day, after he reflected back to his action, we could maybe talk again. Afterwards, I learned that Aaron chose to get a job and seemed to have left his father. I was told by my parents-in-law that my ex-husband was missing. They told me that he used to go to his parents' house often to ask for money, but he had disappeared all of a sudden. I'm almost 60 years old, and I want to live a healthy life as I had always done. And my grandchild will be born soon. My second life is off to a bright start.
20 years younger. Whoa, the husband must be the challenger. And I had no idea that he was dating the same person as his son at the same time. They've been both caught by a gold digger. I hope that he would honestly reflect on his actions and the fact that the money that was taken away was a part of his tuition fee. Thank you for watching till the end. Please subscribe to our channel. See you in our next video.